So guys, hello everyone, welcome back again. So we are with our environment officer of University of Galway. So let's meet. Hi Molly. How are
Nice
you?
to meet you, I'm Molly.
So please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm a BA Human Rights student. I'm going into second year. I'm the new Environmental and Sustainability Officer. I'm from Leash.
Okay. So I have few questions regarding environment. So first of all, tell me your role in the University Student Union.
Yeah, my role is to try and make sure that everything in the university that's done has thoughts about environmental and sustainability aspects, and that like the new policy that's brought in and all that is like make sure that it's put in place and things like that, to make sure like when societies are running events and things like that, they're doing them in like a sustainable way, and also just to try and push new more like sustainable things. Like for example, I want to try and reduce the amount of paper usage on campus, and
That's nice.
want to do that by like trying to do a fashion show, so like get to society.
Fashion show? And
Yeah,
like,
a fashion show. So I want like societies to like the posters that they use, I want them to try and reduce them, but the posters that they use, I want them to put them into like making these dresses or like suits or things like that at the end of the year. So like
this is a good idea.
Yeah, thank you.
Creative and good idea.
Because it makes them like not being like, it's getting them to collect them after they use them, and they're not going to end up on the ground and in like rivers and things like that, because Galway obviously has so much water. So like things like that, really, like it's hard to put in like one definition, but like there's just loads. It's just
I got some ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And like, can you please describe the student union part? Like few positions are full-time positions and few are part-time. So you are on the part-time position.
Yes.
So what are your what you have to do, what you don't have to do?
Like for me, like obviously all the positions are completely different, because like there's only like one environmental and sustainability officer. Like my main goal is obviously to just look at like the sustainability on campus and just see how there are new ways to be better, like, and like with us being like an SDG champion university as well, like obviously to just try and like promote it and all that, it's a big thing. And with like work with the student pantry, things like that, like with the
Student pantry.
Yeah.
You work with that.
Well, Adam is obviously like over it, but it's just like the help.
What is a student pantry?
The student pantry is like, it's where like students can come like 2 or 3 times a week. I don't know the exact how many times at the moment.
This is like free food for students.
Yeah, free food
for students.
And they can come and like it's brought from like the local shops that have leftover food that's coming near Salline date, and it's like donated to the student pantry, which is like run by Adam, who's like the new intern in the university, and he like runs it. So it's just like students can literally come and get food so it's not going for waste, which is like really good, because like there's nothing worse than throwing out food.
Okay, perfect. So guys, if you are new student, then student pantry is a good option for you. Like you can get free food on every Friday or Tuesday. The dates will be decided by the pantry. These are not dates are flexible. And one more thing I'll tell you, that in the student union we have part-time positions and full-time positions. So for full-time positions you have to take a break from your education, but for part-time you don't have to take any break, your educational break. So you can work with the union and you can have your degree also.
Yeah, full-time is more so like a full-time job.
Okay.
Like you
is there any budget for part-time?
There is no like specific budget. It's kind of like from what, like obviously I'm only new, I'm only in a month, so like I'm still learning a lot, so I'm not going to say everything for definite, but there's no like, you just kind of come in with your ideas and see if they try and get approved or not, if you get me, and like if they do, you'll get that funded.
Okay, so like student union will approve this?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You like, there's like obviously people that work there, like Chris, Joanne, like you just kind of like send in your ideas, and it's more so like, oh, if that's good or not kind of thing promoted. That is my understanding. That might not be like 100%, but like I'm obviously new and I'm still learning.
Do you find any major environment issues in our university?
Like obviously I think major, like one, like for the lack of sustainability side of things, is the posters. I think it's huge. Like the amount of paper that's used on our campus is it's crazy.
Yes.
Like the amount that's used for printers and things like that is so crazy. There's definitely some of our books and things like that, for example, for orientation you get like this book in your
I also got last year that book, and all the other stuff also.
That could definitely be put like on an online document, or like have like 10 of them in a public area that people can come and look at if they don't want, like in a library, you know, like so they can take them out.
Because I think that book is, nobody reads that.
No.
Because it will be in our cupboard only.
Yeah.
We'll take it and put it in cupboard. So if someone really wants to read, he can come to the library or some common place.
I think that's a big issue on the campus, just the amount of posters. It's not sustainable.
One more question, that how you became the environment officer in university?
Yeah, so around like March, the applications usually open to like for part-timers to nominate themselves if they want to. And I just nominated myself because Melina did such a good job. I was like, oh my god, like she inspired me to go for it. And then I nominated myself, and then it goes down to genuinely voting. So you campaign for like a week, and people vote, and if you get voted in, it's very much like your local election kind of thing. Like it goes on voting, and if someone gets in, then the results came in, and then I ended up getting elected.
Can you do your part-time jobs also with this position?
Can I work like?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I work in Dublin, so yeah. I can work like obviously like when I'm only working for the summer. When I go back to full time in university first, like being a student, like in September, I'm not gonna work as well because like I want to put a lot of my time into like doing like my spare time into the position because I think it's so important. Like the climate crisis is huge, and like any bit I can do to try and help the university.
Do you have any future plans for this upcoming year, like some big environment summit or something related to environment?
Yeah.
So that we can call from India also or from another countries.
Yeah, no, I want to do accessible workshops on the climate crisis because I want people to feel like that they're not isolated from it. Like I'm dyslexic, so my use of words not always great, and I understand that I don't think the education on climate change is always inclusive for everybody, and like you get given big words like circular economy, and I understand these words are extremely important, but they're not broken down always. And I want to run monthly workshops where heavy topics are broken down into simpler language, so anybody that wants to learn and take action can, and they're not feeling isolated, because that's a big problem. And I would love to do these on Zoom as well, so like people from like India obviously can join if they want.
How are you balancing your position, your work, your education?
It's busy, not gonna lie. It's obviously a lot easier in the summer because I'm not a student in the summer. Like I would get the summers off. Like obviously it's busy. I'm trying to like balance like coming to Galway only like a couple of like days every 2 weeks and things, and do a lot of online Zooms. Obviously it's more sustainable as well. I'm not using as much transport, you know. I don't think it's like very good if I'm like, I don't drive, but like if I was driving up here every day, you know what I mean? Like no hate for it. Like of course I understand we live in Ireland, like countryside and all that, but I try and do my bit to try and make sure that doesn't happen for me. So yeah, obviously I get the trains and all that a lot, but it's just to try and like balance out my weeks and do a lot of like Zooms and like things like that online. What I can do online, I would do online because like might as well.
What's your future plan? Like after your grad or after this year?
Oh yes.
Any plans?
So I want to like finish my degree obviously, and I would love to like I want to like work with, hopefully like youth work is a big thing for me, working with young people and like helping young people learn about the climate crisis is obviously huge for me. That's why I want to do the workshops and things like that. I want people to feel like they have an education on it. So that's what I kind of want to do. I want to like educate people and things like that, but not in like a teacher way, in like a youth group kind of way. So I want to like.
Do you want to say anything, any suggestions or anything to the viewers, to the new upcoming students of the University?
Yeah, if you have any ideas, please get in touch because I would absolutely love it. Like honestly, anything. And if you have any questions, please get in touch and like just like try and like use less paper on campus would be amazing. But also have a good day.
Okay, perfect guys. Thank you so much, and please like, share, subscribe.